Welcome to Equal Entertainment. I'm Tracy E. Gilchrist. The future is honoring the past, literally, with the cast of Joyride paying homage to the Joy Luck Club. The cast of Joyride, which includes Ashley Park, Sherry Cola, Stephanie Hsu, and Sabrina Wu, presented the Joy Luck Club cast with the inaugural Gold Generation Award at a celebration for the film's 30th anniversary. All of the big Joy Luck Club stars were there, including Ming-Na Wen, Rosalind Chow, and Lisa Liu, among others. The Joy Luck Club is seen as a cultural touchstone for the AAPI community for its portrayal of Asian American life. Joyride hits theaters on July 7th. Christina Applegate says she won't return to on-camera work after being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Applegate told Vanity Fair her role in the Netflix series Dead to Me is probably her last in front of the camera. Applegate was diagnosed with MS in 2021. The disease affects the central nervous system and muscle control. It's time to go under the sea. Disney just held its world premiere for the live-action Little Mermaid movie. The sounds take you right back to the Caribbean. On hand for the world premiere, Halle Bailey, who is the first Black actress to play Ariel, the undersea princess. She broke the internet when it was first announced, but has fought off critics. She walked the blue carpet along with Melissa McCarthy, who plays Ursula, Awkwafina, who plays Scuttle, and Daveed Diggs, who plays Sebastian.
I hope that they discover like the love and the kind of like the passion for the story as we all did when we grew up watching it. I hope that it does that in a different way, and I hope that that's still there, and they just appreciate all the hard work that everyone put in.
It's incredible. I feel like I've been waiting for this moment for so long. I literally feel like a little girl, like the first time I ever watched The Little Mermaid, the original. So it's giving me butterflies, giving me bubbles inside. So yeah, I'm excited.
I have to say I'm pretty sweet on Ursula. I know she's the villain, but to me she's slightly misunderstood, and I think she's all the wonderful, complex, challenging things that most people are. There's good, bad, and lots of gray.
The idea of having Halle play Ariel in this film and just giving a different representation and telling to the story of Disney's The Little Mermaid, having girls who looked like me when I was little be able to see a mermaid that looks like them is just such a historic moment.
A woman with a checkered past becomes a private investigator in the new Apple TV Plus comedy High Desert. The series is a lot of fun while taking on important topics, and I spoke with stars Patricia Arquette, Matt Dillion, and Bernadette Peters about the series' themes of grief and also hope and optimism.
First, I just want to say congratulations on High Desert. It's so funny and so heartfelt, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So I'd like to go to you first, Matt. This relationship between Denny and Peggy is, pretty dysfunctional, but also incredibly abiding. Like they really, the chemistry is off the charts, and they can't deny it. I wonder if you would talk a little bit about that on-screen relationship where they kind of can't quit each other.
Yeah, I mean, for Denny, it's really clear, this is his soulmate. They're meant to be together. He recognizes that, and that's real for him. I mean, I think Denny is somebody that's a little constitutionally incapable of being really honest. So, he sort of plays with the truth. He's a little manipulative. But one thing that he does love Peggy, and I think that, Denny doesn't come from, he comes from a kind of a dysfunctional background. So Peggy's family is his family, really. And he very much loved her mother. And my feeling is they adopted him and he adopted them. And so that's what's real for him, her family. And so his quest is to really to win her back, Now, he's also a manipulator and he's a criminal. So he can't, there's that part of himself that, there's a little bit of Denny, they used to say, if your mouth is moving, you're lying. Denny's got a little bit of that. He's a little bit of a con man, but he's got a good heart, and he very much is in love with Peggy.
Patricia, this is such an incredible performance. I mean, all of yours are, but it's so deeply funny, and your character is navigating grief and addiction, and yet she has this kind of hope and optimism that her life can change, that life can possibly be something other than what it is. Would you talk about having that, playing this character with that kind of grit amid everything she's enduring?
Yeah, Peggy is everything that you just said. I mean, she is in grief. She loves people, she loves art, she loves cool clothes, she loves the desert, she loves cool cars. She collects all these broken people along the way. But she's a hustler too, and she's trying to get her needs met. Sometimes she thinks she can pull things off that she can't. But she has this incredible heart. And she also became like a parental figure as a teenager. So, Denny's the only person who kind of really tried to take some of the responsibility off her plate. And that's part of what she kind of misses and doesn't trust him with. So, but the way that they wrote this script was with so much love. And these characters were all so sweet, and it was so fun to go to work every day and crack up and laugh. And I feel like we all need to laugh as much as we can right now because it's a very intense time in the world.
Yeah, it very much is. Well, and thank you, because you made me laugh a great deal. Yeah, it's a deep, heartfelt laughing. So I have to wrap, but thank you very much for chatting with me, and congratulations on the series. It's a delight. I really just want to begin by asking you, this series is so funny and deeply heartfelt at the same time. And I wonder, would you share a little bit about your earliest reactions to reading your character in the script?
Well, I got the script and I just said, wow, I just haven't read anything written so well in such a long time. It's so original. I haven't read anything like this, actually, or seen anything like this. And it's so irreverent, and it stars Patricia Arquette, who's such a brilliant actress. And in this, she's funny. She's never had a chance, really, I don't think, to be funny like this. I want to work with great people like this, and the writers were on the set, and they would write, a line here. The writing was great as it was, but they were right there to make sure that all the writing, was good. And they'd give this once in a while. They throw a line, right up on another line, a funny line. Or we actually did a scene in a dune buggy that there wasn't any lines really. There were a few lines in there, but then they would throw me some other lines to stay in there. So all of that, to work with such great writers, and with Patricia, who I just fell in love with and adore, was a privilege.
Incredible. I think there's something really lovely about this show, in that, especially post-pandemic, or wherever we're at right now, where it's about grief as well. It is about a woman in her life, and maybe it hasn't gone the way she hoped. And I think that it really is a beautiful kind of study on grief as well. And I wonder, would you talk about that aspect of the series?
Yes, Peggy it's a reverent story of Peggy who is a ex-junkie. She's still popping pills. She's a con artist. She's on a methadone treatment, and then her mother dies. Yeah. And she's thrown off her feet, and she's trying to get back on her feet. And so within it all, she reinvents herself as a private investigator, but within it all, she has these flashbacks of she's still dealing with grief, which we've all had loss of some sort, and how it overtakes us and how it hits us, and how we still keep trying to move forward, but it's always there.
Thank you so much to Bernadette, Patricia, and Matt for speaking with me. High Desert is streaming May 17th on Apple TV+. I'm Tracy E. Gilchrist, and that's what's happening in entertainment.